this is going to be a VOD review of a Invoker mid. From the looks of it, it's about Archon Ancient 3. In the notes, all he really says is he feels like the player feels like he could have died less if he did certain things right. So in this game, we'll be focusing on trying to see how we can avoid deaths, as well as like what steps you did take to actually avoid the proper deaths. Thankfully, you had the least amount of deaths in this game, so you have 5 deaths. But are those 5 preventable? We'll take a look and see if it's possible. So I always try to. So every time I'm watching replays like this, especially with my own, and if I know the mindset I have, then I'm always aware of like what I was paying attention to during the game, and that's what helps me pay attention. That's what helps me focus on how do I avoid deaths, why did I die here, how did I die here. As long as I'm able to like keep track of those factors, that's gonna help. That's gonna help to severely reduce the number of deaths I have. Key thing just to start off with when we're just looking at the draft, just get into the game, is just looking at the enemy heroes. Without really knowing their positions, you're just scared of them having catch and then damage. In that case, I can look like Shaker into Lina, Shaker into Sniper, or like Monkey King into Lina or Sniper. If you're able to keep track of the Monkey in the Shaker, you're not really going to be scared of playing up on the map. Nice.
The Wind Ranger gets 30 seconds to battle.
Throw top sides, whatever.
Okay, Jinx, battle starts.
I'm not going to stress too much about like the ward. Unlucky, you got the not deny. Like, since we're focusing on deaths, there's not much to talk about in the laning phase, because if you did die during laning, then you're well aware of like your mistakes there and we could have done. Like, this is just you guys trading farm.
Let me shake your hand.
I feel like, yeah, you're down 25 to 16. Not the worst. Hold on. We'll go 4 times. Yeah, like something like this is really scary. 24 to 14. Like getting your range creep denied feels really bad because like suddenly like your opponent is guaranteed to have a level advantage. Like, don't be afraid to use Sunstrike to secure the range creep, because this is spear damage. It's going to be guaranteed to hit the range creep, like for that damage. Like at 175, that's like more than half the health of a range creep. Like, if you're scared about the range creep getting denied, just use a Sunstrike. Hold on, I wonder what your Forge Spirit usage is. I feel like you just kind of like ran it in. Thankfully you got the 9 on it, but you didn't really right-click off of it. If I believe, I believe Lina has like the highest attack, one of the highest attack range, like 600. So it wouldn't surprise me if Invoker is lower. 600 there. Where's Lina? 670. Sorry about that. But Lina is just playing the lane a lot better because she's just right-clicking and harassing you. Yeah, she has the extra range to do it, but that's where you need to find like the extra. That's where you need to find the time to like open up the availability for you to do that as well. Like driving the waves, the creeps back to your range, just so she's forced to walk up a little. When she's low ground and you're high ground, that can be a good time for you to start harassing. Because like you're respecting her a little too much in these like small wave interactions, and that she's able to just like free farm the creeps in front of her, and she doesn't have to worry about you like harassing her out. And like she does have an easier way because she just throws Dragon Slave onto you, but you still have your right clicks, you still have your Forge Spirit, your Forge Spirit's minus armor.
Let me shake your hand.
So if you clean up your laning here, that can make the game a lot easier for you.
Don't burn your fingers.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Denied.
Radiant just worked.
Wait a minute. I just realized.
Oh.
Do you never scale Cold Snap? Because you're sitting on like full mana the entire laning phase. And you're only having Sunstrike and Force Spears until you get your point in Wex. Like, Force Spirit Cold Snap is a way to like is one of your harass potentials. If you're able to like stun them with like 2 units hitting the enemy, like suddenly they have to like they have to run away. Like even if it's Alina who has bigger range, as long as you get the Cold Snap on her, she's forced to like just like hold off for one of her hits, and that gives you time to like walk in with both of your units. And like you're practicing your micro since like Force Spirit is a micro. You couldn't split them up, the Force Spirit and you, just so that if she's forced to Dragon Slave, she can only hit one of the targets.
Let me shake your hand.
Yeah, you only have Visu spells. You're completely ignoring your Cold
Don't
Snap.
burn your fingers.
Oh, you have Ice Wall there, but
And over here,
it's easy to walk out of.
top tower.
Denied.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Shaman's coming mid. This is where you finally skill up Wex. Sucks.
Dire are scattered.
Alright, I'm glad you only kept it at 1 null. Yeah, this is the difference between your playstyle of like just being very passive and just only playing for the CS versus Lena's who's just playing active and like going for harass. Your tower is 250 HP away, has only 260 HP left at 8 minutes, whereas her tower is completely full. She has like the AoE off of Dragon Slave, but she's also just hitting you a bunch, and that's pushing you off of the wave and giving her free reign to like anything else over the lane. Like if you were able to like keep up the harass with her, your tower would be a lot healthier, and your tower will last. You get the kill off of this? You do. Your tower will be a lot healthier, and your tower will survive like into the mid game instead of like forcing you or one of your allies to come here constantly. You guys want to keep it up.
Just what a doctor.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Alright, yeah, she is overconfident because like this is an ancient bracket. She was winning lane
Tower is under attack.
at 160 HP.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is Radiant's bottom tower.
Probably just deny the tower. Yeah.
Dire denied. Dominate! Own it! Dire's top tower has some radiant shit pockets. Snuff out! To Radiant, Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Is that about Gleipnir nowadays? No.
Radiant's
I
bottom tower.
don't agree with the Kaya. I don't think the Kaya does much for you. Because your spells, because you need to land your spells first, and Kaya is just more damage. You're not really lacking damage on Invoker. Like you're all about control with Cold Snap, with a Cold Snap, Ice Wall, Tornado, and then you even with the Sunstrike, the Sunstrike facet. So all you need to do is just get your items as fast as possible until you actually unlock the Cataclysm. And this Kaya just delays that. Alright. You got out of there, but was there any way to avoid? Let's see, minimap, we saw Sniper, Witch Doctor. You see Sniper, Witch Doctor off of this ward, Lena's mid, Shaker's top side. Sniper was walking left side towards mid, so you're gonna assume Sniper and Lena are in this area. See, Monkey bottom, so that puts like 4 heroes down here. And you run into the area where we saw 4 heroes. You are setting up on the Monkey King, but keep in mind, the heroes are still around. Razor dies because Lena's able to pull in. Witch Doctor, Monkey, Sniper collapse. Suddenly this 3v1 attempt turns to a 4v3. This close call could have been avoided by just recognizing that most of Radiant's hero is in the bottom part of the map. If you can see that, that's where you can like go to top. That's where the Shaker is solo, or just keep farming for like your Gleipnir. Like it's lucky you survived. It's lucky you didn't get stunned when you were TPing out. But this entire engage could have been avoided. Especially, I don't know if it's a replay bug, but especially if like this Watcher is taken by Radiant, it just watches like your Shaman coming in. Like, what does Radiant see? They won't see you because you're invis. They will de-ward this.
Do Radiant want their middle tower to fall?
Oh yeah, they just see you go invis under this ward. And they just see your entire team coming in. They have Razor coming in, that gives Lena time to set up. She gets this perfect stun off. That's how Razor dies. Monkey's, Shaman's gonna die as well, I think. Does not. Oh, somehow turn... Do you turn this fight around? Not really, because Shaker comes in. But yeah, there's no need to go bottom, mainly because of the fact that like you saw 3 or 4 heroes around the ward you had.
A scan from Radiant.
This is just stabs of death.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
I'd rather you just farm. Oh, you're caught out. My guess here is that you're trying to play active and trying to gank, which like is fine, but is there a target? Did someone show top? Is Dire headed up there? Win is top side.
Radiant are scanning for
You're gonna farm that camp. Monkey's top. Was that where you're gonna go for? Wait, no. Monkey. Off of the lingering vision off of the creeps. Monkey turns around and heads back to his triangle. Yeah, so you would have to run in here to catch him. But you show mid. I'm assuming the Undying showed mid as well. Shaman, I have no idea if they saw him. Yeah, they see Undying off of him de-warding this. I think this is a classic Saber Friend syndrome. You saw your Undying getting gone on, you went over and wanted to help him and save him. But because like they just have more heroes and they're more ready, they just kill the Undying without you saving him, and they kill you in return as well. Smoke? Nope. Win gets a kill, nice. It's not the worst. Like, you can justify this isn't the worst trade because 3 for 4. But if we're looking at how I, as the Invoker, can avoid dying, these are the type of plays that you just need to avoid. Like, especially when you like take a step back and consider, what does this fight do in terms of impacting the map? Whoever wins, what can they do? If you guys win, you guys can probably just rotate over, take the mid tower. But if Radiant wins, well, top is really far away. There's no tower mid. They could get control over your jungle, but like, you guys shouldn't really be playing here at this late in the game. Like, you should be looking to maximize your farm and playing like down here, because down here allows you to shove waves into bottom and mid, and now force Radiant to rotate back and like defend. And if their heroes are rotating back to defend, those heroes can't be there for fights elsewhere on the map. It's like say like a Roche Pit fight or a top fight. And if a fight does break out top, you guys have the TP tower, TP to TP2. The tower to TP2. Yeah, I'm just not feeling the Kaya impact. Map is dark because you guys lost fight, so you guys lost the vision advantage. They see that off of the Watcher. Not sure what you're hunting for, but you still don't have your Gleipnir. Never mind, it works. Shaker's here. Here's our GG. Free tower. Not the worst. I saw Lena mid. Not bad. That's bad. Ah, that's the easy way to spot this. Let me go to the point where you guys kill Shaker. No, you guys, do you kill Shaker? You do kill Shaker. The scariest part about an Earthshaker is his Echo Slam. The second scariest part about Earthshaker is his Blink Dagger. If you're aware he has these two available, you're just forced to play super careful. Because all it requires is for you guys to be out of position once, and for Shaker to spot it, for you guys to just crumble and fall apart. And it's most prevalent, it's most obvious in a team fight where it's like, you have your full creep wave, you have your summons, you have all your heroes grouped up, and that's just, what? 5, 7, 8, 10 units that have like the echo damage off of Echo Slam. So 70 times however many units. Like, you guys kill the Shaker here, which is nice, but then because the Shaker is the biggest threat, you keep an eye on his respawn timer. If he's going to respawn in 10 seconds, that's where you start telling your team to back off and leave, because the time it takes for the Shaker to respawn is the time it takes for your team to process what you're saying and actually like formulate like an exit strategy. Like, you guys won this fight top, and then because you guys won, you're overconfident, you overstay, and you keep pushing here. Shaker's gonna respawn. He doesn't have TP, but he has enough time to walk up. And then this is what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 units. 9 units for a Dream Echo Slam. 10 units. Like, this is a Shaker Wet Dream. Shaker's Wet Dream is enemies that don't respect him. And they just always will constantly group up. Like, you avoid dying here, it looks like. But this entire sequence, you almost dying, your team losing the fight, could have been avoided if you, as your own player, your own hero, just ping the Shaker respawn, and then just like do like a get back command or just leave. Like, if you don't show up, if you just leave, then like that's good enough. Your team loses the second fight, I think. Alright, you're going for Boots of Travel instead of Act. Probably because you feel like you've been losing fights, so you need to like farm up and split push. What is surprising you die here? Yeah. Alright. For the immediate actions that led to this death, I'd say it's probably just not having the spells ready. Like, let's get to right before you go on the Lena here. Like, I'm pretty sure it's on both, on off cooldown. Alright. You do cast Meatball. You have some time here. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I mean. at this point in the game, at this point in this fight, you're wanting to go onto the Lina. However, both your spells are on cooldown for 20 seconds. You have the catch and Gleipnir, but this doesn't stop the Lina from attacking you, from casting spells. All you have right now is your auto attacks of like 134, which Kaya doesn't really help, and none of your Kaya doesn't really help, and then that's all you really have.
Dire's top tower has seen radiant shit.
And you had like some ample time there to actually like use Invoke. I know one thing, like I dabble in Invoker support, so I understand like what it means to like keep track of all of your 10 spells. One job of Invoker, like one thing that separates like good invokers from bad invokers is just keeping track of what spells you have used. Because like these cooldowns are no joke. Meatball 50 seconds, Deafening Blast 36, Ice Wall 23, Tornado 27. If you're vaguely aware that you used Meatball somewhat recently, just don't even create it. Just don't even get it, because you've wasted the invoke cooldown. You wasted the invoke cooldown, and you're not gonna have another slot available. Like you use it here, but you just used Meatball 20 seconds ago. Like that's something you'll have to learn, like ingrain in yourself, that like if you have just recently used a spell, it should be off your table. It shouldn't be in your arsenal for like the next minute or so, and that's like when it comes off cooldown again. Only exception to that is like if you have like Octarine Core where the cooldowns are shorter, or just straight up Refresher, just so you don't have to worry about the cooldowns.
I'll dig that.
This is way too much fighting. This is just way too much fighting for your build of you having Boots of Travels queued up. Like, how is Boots of Travels going to help you fight differently if you're constantly with your team and running to your team? Like, there's just so much farm bottom side. If you shove this out, take the nearby creeps, nearby camps with your spells, and that puts you closer to your Boots of Travels or your Axe or whatever item you want to build. Like, there's so much farm on the map being lost because your team just constantly wants to fight. And like, Invoker being one of the rare abilities with a global spell of Sunstrike, you can still like somewhat contribute to these fights. You just don't need to show up. Yeah, this is what I meant by like the only thing you're scared about in this game is the catch. Is the catch and damage. And as long as you're able to account for all the catch on their team, you have nothing to be scared of. Shaker didn't show up in the fight at all, so he got this free initiation onto you and the Shaman. We are up to 3 deaths, so 2 more obvious places to find mistakes.
Do Radiant want their every day you get to see Radiant's middle tower fall?
Every coin helps.
Brave. This is very brave. That was so brave.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Because the first thing is I wasn't really looking at the mid map, to be fair, is that you're looking to dive. They're behind their tier 2 and it's still up, as well as when all the heroes are up. And because all of you are like grouping up mid and trying to like pressure this tower, Radiant's going to respond in kind. So if we go to free cam, we'll see that, yeah, Sniper is somewhat alone, but
Every coin helps.
Shaker, Witch Doctor are walking over. Your team is not there to follow up with you if you go on Sniper. And yeah, Monkey is not there, but 3 of your teammates aren't there. You kill the Sniper, but suddenly they have 3 heroes on you, and you die in a way that shouldn't have happened. And then your team doesn't even kill the Monkey because Monkey is just elusive with Tree Dance. So sure, you got the trade here, But for what value? What impact on the map did you have? Did any towers fall? Is anything gonna happen off of this? Undying dies, but he just respawns back. Like, map just resets. No towers were touched, no objectives were taken, Roche still unlooked at, Tormentor still uncontested. And then I'm assuming Witch Doctor is looking to throw wards down now. Set up for the next 6 minutes. But like, this attempt on the sniper is just an ego play. That like, you see people do it, you see clips of invokers making this kind of play, and then the clips just stop because they know they can't get out. Like, play it through. What does it look like? What does the map look like? Are people there? Are people busy? And if are people am I in risk of dying here? Like in this one, I think it even happened the way I envisioned it. That you just not this one. You just get caught out by the shaker, and that builds enough time for Lina TP in, and for them to just kill you from full to zero. I need you to be here. You're coming here now. Earthshaker stun, Lina damage, more Lina damage, Earthshaker stun, yeah. Yeah, a completely avoidable death if you just do not go for that play. Like, if you want to go for the highlight reels, sure, by all means, go for it. But those are plays that you're only looking for, like, for it to look cool. You're not necessarily looking to win the game or be consistent on it. You're alive. Okay. I'm conflicted. I'm conflicted on you using Sunstrike off cooldown to secure range creeps. Because the one thing is you get the farm for yourself. The second thing is you're stealing the farm from your allies under their nose, and they have no way to contest it, and they have no way to stop it. So, yeah, it can increase your farm, but I don't think the opportunity cost is really worth it, because... Ooh, nice Sunstrike. Because Sunstrike being global, it allows you to cast it anywhere, and you also have vision of the area you casted it in, and that allows you to actually spot like where people are, especially if it's like they're in Roche Pit, or you just want to make sure like no one's like coming up like certain choke points or whatever, or even if you just want to like check the rune or something. Like, you have options with Sunstrike that, in my opinion, is kind of wasted if you're just using it, just taking a CS in front of your ally. Nice. You did get hit when you were invis, so there's a sentry there. Free tower. Nice, we got an objective. So like, this is what kind of what I mean. Like, I know Invoker builds Boots of Travels, but what's the point if you're just constantly with your team like this? Like, Boots of Travels is supposed to enable you to like be elsewhere on the map and allows you to TP in. Are you guys setting up for a fight? Yeah, you're setting up for a siege. Nice. Yeah, that's fine. That's completely fine. Oh, that was close.
Dire's top tower is about to fall. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I want to say this is the first time I've actually seen you use the Boots of Travels for like its intended purpose. You TP up here, therefore your team can't fight for 40 seconds because you're not there. You guys are looking at Roche, haven't set up vision. Shaker is still unaccounted for. Shaman throw vision down. He's on the monkey top off of the wave. We see Shaker off of the ward. Do we Gadget Shaker. Sunstrike, Shackles, Gleipnir, everything. He doesn't have buyback. We can take it last tier 2.
Dire's top tower has some radiant
It'll be
ship
tough. Might be able to take last tier 2. I'm fine with this move because like your team isn't really able to do much top yet because there's no wave. Kind of just scouting, see if we can find pickoffs.
Dire don't look
Shaker
too
is
scared
up.
of
We had to play
Radiant's top tower.
Terrified.
Radiant just fortified. And over here, Radiant's top tower.
We have our spells ready. Invoker's off cooldown. We see the Witch Doctor mid. He's probably rotating back. There's a Witch Doctor. Based on his pathing, he probably went like this way.
Dire are scanning
Actually, I'm
for
curious. This is gonna be for my own education.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. There's fortification from Radiant.
He runs right because you guys are left. And he just does that. There's a circle around. Okay.
Dire with
What I do with that
Dire
information,
scanning
I don't
friends.
know, but I'll figure something out. Player movements are typically choreographed or like
Dire's
telepathed,
bottom tower is under
and as
attack.
long as I can like, as long as I control what factors they see, I can control what movements they make. Kind of fine with this. Only scared because like Lena was seen bottom side. You do have bots, so you TP to your team. Just don't have the outposts. And now we're just in a classic sniper high ground situation. We do die one more time, so I'll just like watch that and then give my final thoughts.
Radiant's middle tower is
This kind of feels like... what am I thinking?
nothing good happening to Radiant's middle tower.
It just feels like you're overextended in this fight when you died. Like you got tunnel vision on like catching the Monkey King, and like yeah, the dream scenario is you're able to kill him and walk away, but you're just not respecting the fact that Shaker is still alive. Yeah, you overstep, Shaker gets a free echo on you, you die to Lena sniper hitting you. Like yeah, this is what I mean. Like I think all your deaths have been due to the fact that Shaker was able to get the jump on you. And then everyone else on his team, especially the sniper and Lena, they're the damage to his stun and they just like burst you from full to zero. Like you're pretty good in your spell usage, you're able to use all your stuff and you keep like invoke on cooldown in these fights. But you're just not respecting the enemy draft. Like be aware of who has kill potential on you, and as long as you keep track of them across the entire map, that's gonna like reduce your number of deaths significantly. Like you're a good player, you're a good invoker player. What is this? You're 17-5-24. You're 17-5-24 as an invoker in like an ancient level game, so you obviously know what you're doing. But now you just need to incorporate the fact like keep track of who kills you, keep track of what kills you, and make sure you have all of them accounted for across the map. Sometimes it's as simple as stun +1, like a Slardar with a support Witch Doctor or a mid SF or a carry sniper. Other times it requires multiple heroes like a Legion and Sky Wrath or something like that. But as long as you're able to start keeping track of that, that's going to make your games a lot easier. I wouldn't be surprised. Where is the monkey? He just CP's out, Lamau. But like, once you do start keeping track of that, like I said, suddenly the game looks different. You're aware of what options you have, and you're aware of what options are closed to you. The way you're playing, you're not even considering what options are closed to you because you're not really respecting the enemy draft at all. They're just gonna grab Tormentor, do this, and just win, because you do win in like 44 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes there. But yeah, if you have any other questions or any follow-up comments, throw them in the comments or ping me on Discord or do something. I should probably make a video to explain like who I am, how to contact me, and how to get into the service, because I'm seeing a lot of people like starting to view my stuff, and I enjoy making these. The more VODs I review, the better I get, because I don't play mid, I don't play carry, I don't play offlane. All I play is strictly support, but I do understand what those other roles are supposed to do and how they interact with my role. And as long as we can all play together towards the same objectives, towards the same goal, that means we're all going to like come to the same conclusion of how to best win the game.